both have shot well in their teams, so we'll see who's dealing with the disappointment the best.
The athletes are ready to be introduced, and first off, we'll take a look at target number 1, representing the Islamic Republic of Iran. It's Parsamehr Mahtab, and if you've seen her earlier on in the telecast, it's because you have. She's been part of the mixed team, she's been part of the team event, and she also competed in the semifinal, and now she has an opportunity to compete and win the bronze medal here at these World Championships. She's facing, in target number 2, representing the United States of America, Erika Anschutz. Erika, of course, fell to Albina Loganova, Russian Federation, in the semifinal matchup, and she's looking to rebound here in this bronze medal matchup. So both of these athletes head-to-head with a lot on the line here in Torino, Italy.
Indeed, and Erika's the more experienced out of the two. So she would be expected to win, but as we've seen today, it could be an upset.
We've seen tons of it. Currently, Erika's ranked number 2 by the FIFA World Ranking, and Mahtab from the Islamic Republic of Iran currently ranked number 6. So we're talking about two top 10 archers in the world going head-to-head here for the bronze medal. First shot is underway.
That's a wild arrow to start with from Erika. Only just outside the 10 for Mahtab, so she seems to have settled a little earlier.
Erika definitely doesn't want to start off the first end like she did against Albina Loganova of Russian Federation, where, you know, she was down 4 points before the 4th arrow was shot.
No, certainly not, and they're tied up now. Okay, I'm sure there's a little wind on the in the venue, because Erika's arrows seem to be drifting a little left at the moment. So she'll make an adjustment on her side to compensate for that.
10X holding that 1-point advantage. You know what's interesting about this venue? You take a look at it, there's so many buildings surrounding it, but there's so many alleyways, and they're not, you know, according to, you know, what an alleyway would look like, they're actually roads, but they're so small, and they're coming out at different sides of the venue, and you look at behind the shooters is well open, and to the right of the shooters in the back is open. So it's almost like there's a possibility of having wind coming from, you know, potentially 3 different areas.
Sure, and in a venue like this, it'll probably swirl as well and
exactly
shift from side to side. So you've got to kind of keep an eye on the flags on top of the target and gauge. Each archer will be different. They will have to gauge what they think the wind is doing.
It's a tricky situation. It's part of the precision of this sport where you have to take that into an account, and it's one of those things that it's not always about the shooting, but what also you have to account for is different areas of Mother Nature.
Yeah, definitely. And as I said, it'll be different for everybody, because it'll depend on what weight each archer is shooting, the poundage of their bows. I don't know what these ladies shoot. I mean, I shoot 59 pounds, so I don't get so much drift as somebody that would shoot, say, 50 pounds, because my arrows are traveling a little quicker and flatter.
We are underway here in the second end. First shot.
There we go, Erika's back in the 10 now.
Starts off well for Erika Anschutz.
Erika shot of 10 and her opponent shot of 9. The score is now tied. 9.
Okay, it's all right. Stay strong on this lesson here.
Okay, so Mahtab could take a 1-point lead if she can shoot a 10 with this arrow.
10-9 liner. I think it's out, but it's awfully close.
Too close to call from this TV angle. The judge is going to have to take a look at that one.
They'll mark it down as a 9-10 liner exactly. You'll see the little 9 star in the second shot, but
Shot right on the X. Good shot.
That's a great end from Erika. 29 points.
9.
if you're the archer from the Islamic Republic of Iran and you see the 9 liner and you're not sure, what's going through your mind as far as, you know, is it a 9, is it a 10?
You kind of just got to forget about it and just deal with each arrow. You can't do anything about it, and you know, even during ranking we'd have our own spotting scopes, but I think the angle that arrow's gone in at, you wouldn't be able to tell. So she's just going to have to shoot the next arrow and deal with the score later.
It's almost, you almost have to figure that in those situations. You kind of almost wish you knew what the score was.
You do. I mean, you're sort of praying it's in, and I'm sure 50% of the time it is, and 50% of the time it's not. So, and from 50 meters away, it's too close to call.
No,
so,
exactly.
The judges will get a magnifying glass out on it.
You're up 1.
Soon find out as they are taking out the arrows at the other end. The arrow was out according to the judges, so right now Mahtab goes down in that end with 999
to Erika's 1099, so Erika picks up a couple of points there on her opponent, 1 point.
Yep, she now leads 56-55.
9.
And the pressure here is almost worse than the gold medal match, because at least you know you're coming home with a medal. But third, fourth,
Yeah.
you're either bronze or you're fourth, and it's kind of hard.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that's a really good point. It's one of those scenarios where it's you know, you're going to be part of the podium or you're going to be
Sitting in the crowd.
exactly.
Okay, and I think Mahtab's opened the door up for Erika here. Let's see if she can capitalize.
Not to make up any excuses for Mahtab, but is it almost a kind of scenario too where, I mean, she's already shot 3 times previous to this. Does fatigue get involved, or is it almost?
No, I don't think so. Erika would have been out on the practice targets out the back of the venue. And we shoot 72 arrows as a ranking round, all in quick succession, so the archers won't be fatigued.
So this is a piece of cake then.
Yeah.
Just turn up the pressure a little bit, eh?
Yeah, it's going to be nerve-wracking out there. The nerves are going to be high. And as I said, I think Erika's the more experienced archer out of the two, and she's used to being in this position. She's won multiple world medals and World Cup medals. She was third at the World Cup finals last year.
It's got to be something we're just missing here.
Erika has a slim 2-point advantage here, as we are in the bronze medal matchup.
But as we saw earlier, Erika shot some wild arrows, so anything's possible.
You can almost tell sometimes by the reactions of their faces what they actually scored. And
sure, I mean, that was a good shot from Erika there on the replay, but the previous arrow that we saw.
And how happy the archer is, or how disappointed they are.
The Mahtab doesn't really give much away with their facial expressions.
Is it tough keeping your emotions in check when you're on the line?
It certainly is, especially with TV cameras and press cameras and announcers. I mean, it's all sort of in your face a little bit, and it is hard to keep your emotions in check, and there's a lot of adrenaline going through your body.
How distracting is that to have a television camera nearby and you know, virtually all eyes on you, because this is a lot different than the qualification round where you might see a handful of teammates and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean in the qualification we'll have just normal photographers walking up and down the line, but you don't really see them because they're behind you. Everything's in front of the archers here, and it can be distraction because you can catch them at the corner of your eye. But Erika and Mahtab have been here numerous times this year, so I don't think it will be phasing them.
Probably touching, but
now, do you hear the crowd as well? Because a lot of athletes will say, I didn't hear the crowd. And then
you do. I mean, I tend to try and focus on the people that I know, my teammates, my friends who are in the crowd, and then I cut the rest of it out.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You do hear people.
Yeah, I don't know how you can tonight. When I hear other athletes from this sport and other sport going, well, you know, I can't hear the crowd. I sit there and go, and I wonder how could you not hear that?
You can hear the crowd. You can hear the announcer. I mean, he's booming around the stadium. So
now there is an honest answer from an athlete of this sport.
Okay, so we've either got a level end or Erika may have picked up a point, depending on whether Mahtab's arrow is called in or out by the judge.
That second arrow, of course, is what we're talking about here. They'll take a closer look at it, and from my vantage point, it looked pretty close. So this, they're going to have to take a really close couple looks. But after two arrows, officially for Erika Anschutz of the United States, she's in the books with her score, but we're determining exactly her opponent from the Islamic Republic of Iran and what she will score entering the final three arrows of this bronze medal matchup.
Looked like Erika just checked something on her bow there that she wasn't happy with. Each archer will have a spare bow out there just in case something goes wrong, because there is no time given for equipment failures. So you just have to pick up the spare.
Now, I noticed both archers have bows in their cases. Now, is that you're only allowed so many in there, or how does that work?
You have two. She'll have a favorite bow that she shoots all the time.
Yep.
And then she'll have exactly the same setup on another bow. So they're identical, but one will always feel better than the other. So that's the one that you'll end up shooting. But as I said, you don't get any time for equipment failures during the elimination stages of archery. During ranking rounds, you do.
Okay.
So you can actually take time to repair something on your bow if you want.
Down to our final three arrows of this bronze medal matchup.
Nine.
Okay, the bronze medal slipping away, I think, a little from Mahtab here.
10. Nice shot. Tall side. Good.
Erika increases her lead to 4 points.
That's right.
Eight.
Stay strong.
American
right
could
now.
really stamp her authority here and take a 6-point lead if she can put the arrow in the 10.
Almost sealing the deal if it hasn't been sealed already.
9. Final
That's
arrows.
Finish this one strong. Right now.
5-point lead. This is all but a certainty.
Sure. 1 arrow to go.
9.
Okay, so Erika just basically needs to hit somewhere on the target face to win this match. But she'll be thinking 10.
Wants to end it big, doesn't she?
Victory.
And she's going to take it with a 9. Erika Anschutz of the United States of America, bronze medal here at the 2011 World Archery Championships as she waves to the crowd and captures the bronze.
That's good shooting from Erika all week. She ranked high. and she's seen her way to a bronze medal, so she'll be pleased. A little disappointed to start with, but at the end of the day, she's going to be pleased with third place at a World Championship.
That's exactly it. It's one of those scenarios where, you know what, you're on the podium, you won yourself a bronze medal, and she adds to her hardware as she also has a gold medal from earlier on in the day.
Sure, good day's work for Erika.
Get home before they time one.
And I'm sure she'll watch from the crowd the gold match now to see who wins. I'm sure she's praying Albina will, then she can say she was knocked out by the world champion.
It's almost that kind of scenario there where it's almost like, well, okay, well, if I lost to that opponent, well, she better win the next event, because
sure.
Then at least I could sit there and
I said that to Jamie earlier in the week when she beat me.
Gold medal matchup from the compound women's individual, and it promises to be a dandy. We have Pascal Lebec of France facing Russian Federation's Albina Loganova, and you know, you talk about two archers that are on a head-on course to a gold medal as far as how well they've been shooting this week here in Torino, Italy, and look no further than our gold medal matchup today.
No, and Albina's the current